wins over the Lakers. Reeves, Doncic, LeBron!
LeBron James calls out Warriors for landing stars like Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler alongside Curry as Doncic struggles. NBA regular season, the Golden State Warriors' 123-116 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers at the star-studded Crypto.com Arena injected new drama into the Western Conference standings. The Warriors, who are clinging to the 5th seed, led for most of the game and moved to within a game of the 4th-seeded Lakers. Since the arrival of Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, Golden State has been a force to be reckoned with, going 20-5 with statement wins over teams like the Grizzlies and now the Lakers. Butler hasn't lit up the stat sheet, but his ability to deliver when it counts, especially in the playoffs, has made the Warriors a nightmare matchup. Stephen Curry led the way with 37 points, riding the wave of his 52-point explosion against Memphis earlier in the week. He's the league's leading scorer this month and is gunning for a 5th championship to pass LeBron James. While Draymond Green bolsters their defense in pursuit of another Defensive Player of the Year nod. Butler, who came up short in 2 finals with Miami against Denver and the Lakers, came to Golden State with a singular focus, hoisting his first trophy.
Jimmy Butler effect on the confidence, the spirit, and everything heading into these critical games.
He doesn't need to remind anybody who he is and what he's accomplished everywhere he's gone. Just the competitiveness and the presence. You don't have to look at the box score every night. Very similar to Draymond. It's just he's going to be in the right place, make the right plays. If he needs to score, he can. He can play, make.
Trophy. For the Lakers, it was a night to forget. Luka Doncic, in his worst shooting performance since coming to LA, went 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, ending a 114-game streak of hitting at least 1 3. The 5th longest in NBA history. LeBron weighs in on Butler's impact.
Assuming that you've watched what the Warriors have looked like with Jimmy Butler since the trade, but having seen it now for the first time played against it, what did you sort of make of what they put together over there, knowing that that's a team you could see in 2 weeks pretty easily?
I mean, I've been a part of them making big acquisitions to change their dynamic of their team before. And yeah, had to go against them when they added Kevin Durant.
It wasn't an excuse for the loss, just a nod to a rival that continues to evolve, a challenge James knows all too well. Curry's quiet nod to Butler. Stephen Curry, still buzzing from his 37-point night, kept his comments brief but telling. Jimmy's a winner, he said after the game. He does whatever it takes, big plays, little plays. That's why he's here. It's clear that Curry relishes having Butler's grit alongside his own flair, a combo that has fueled Golden State's late-season surge. With Curry's scoring tier and Butler's playoff-proven edge, the Warriors are rounding into the kind of form that could carry them deep into June. With one more ring, Curry would join Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, Tim Duncan and his coach, Steve Kerr, who each have 5 championships, making his legacy even greater. Warriors, LeBron's nemesis, Lakers crossroads. The Warriors have been a persistent headache for LeBron, even though his crowning achievement as a player, arguably, came against them in the 2016 finals, when he orchestrated that epic 3-1 comeback. Still, this latest loss underscores their knack for coming back to haunt him. The Lakers, especially Doncic, need to move on quickly, with 6 games remaining in a Western Conference so tight that one stumble could change everything. 4 of those games are against potential playoff teams, including 2 tough road games against the league-leading Oak Thunder and a tilt with the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic's first return since the still incredible trade. LA is a half game behind the 3rd-seeded Denver Nuggets, but only 2 games ahead of the 8th-seeded Clippers, making every possession a high-stakes affair. The Warriors don't have it much easier, sitting 1.5 games back of Denver for 3rd and just a game ahead of the Clippers for 8th. Chaos reigns in the West. This game was more than a regular season clash, it was a preview of the playoff battles looming ahead.
Converts. Approaching 2 to go. Warriors by 7. Green sets a screen. Curry 3. Come on. What a big hit.